Hey there. Coming to you from Richmond Park. I've spent a lot of nice time in the sun and in nature. I imagine this will be the last truly sunny day of the year, potentially. Oh well, it's been fun, hasn't it? Anyway, so I do a little week diary. So this week, after last weekend, I basically hardly slept and was all over the place, doing fun things, but nonetheless, this week called for introspection, or not introspection so much, but just downtime, lots of downtime, and I really I'm happy with myself that I respected that, stayed in pretty much every night, slept really well, didn't sort of overdo it in much. There's a tendency I've often had of when coming from feeling a bit tired and all over the place to overeat or numb myself in other ways, and that came through this week a bit. So I think a theme for this month going forward is to really chill myself out, calm down, return to a place of balance, and to enjoy the process of doing so rather than shying away from it and covering up feelings with food or what have you. And my relationship with food is actually the big thing that I'm looking at the moment. I think as just a result of a kind of hangover of my days of doing physique contests and all that kind of stuff, it's been a bit intense. And so now I'm moving to a relationship with food where I can trust myself to eat well. I can derive inspiration for action from eating, from sensitivity to my body and how I'm feeling, rather than rules. This is quite a big process this is quite a big ask for me, having spent years doing exactly the opposite. And it's not going to happen overnight, and it's quite difficult actually. But let's move with it. I was thinking about this earlier, and I can, I suppose, take some comfort from the fact that I've changed my relationship to a lot of things to one of enjoyment. So, exercise I just do for pure enjoyment, and that's wonderful. My relationship with my pain has improved markedly. My patterns now, when I work with them, I do stuff. I do stretching or foam rolling or whatever. There's a aspect of curiosity and enjoyment rather than I'm trying to get rid of you. So I can take solace in that. My relationship with work, I don't really do things out of obligation because I want to do them. So I think it's food I'm learning to really enjoy it, because there's so much enjoyment that can come out of food, just thinking about it, in a world where I eat when I'm hungry and when I'm hungry I eat and enjoy it, and then when I'm full I stop. I choose foods based on an intuitive sense of what makes me feel good. And these things sound so unbelievably simple. And I'm sure for a lot of people that's just like a given. But for me, that simple relationship with food, of just eating when you're hungry and, all that kind of stuff, it's quite far from where I've been. I think as I've been opening up to this kind of energetic style of eating, inspired by my friend David and the chats we've been having recently. It's one I've noticed quite the extent to which I have not been eating intuitively. It's like I've lived, like I for the past few years I've had a more strained relationship with food than I think I've been aware of. Yeah. And I do think that it gives me some sense of sort of guilt or some, if I'm supposedly someone who can be quite, still and in control and meditate and all that kind of, that kind of stuff. It's like, why is this area of my life something that I can't control? Yeah, so it's somewhat difficult for me. The other thing that's come up this week is, it's doing work and creativity. I've been tired, felt a bit depleted. I needed to take downtime this week. This is not a week of expansion. Got my meditation talk coming up. I think this week I've just had to take that. I had to not force it and just take downtime, sit, meditate, sleep, whatever, and just trust the process and trust that when I've got this tiredness out of my system, once I've enjoyed it fully, and when I'm ready and I've processed everything, then I'll be able to be creative and, expand and stuff. Things come in waves, things come in seasons. You can't do everything, push all the time. So that's me for this week. Next week I've got my brother's wedding. Should be fun. I'm really happy that this weekend I've taken lots of downtime and had decent sleep whenever I do, so I always have a really good week. I'm always amazed at how much of a difference that actually makes. Having a downtime weekend really vamps up the next week, so I'm looking forward to that. It's also my birthday next week. Cool. We're going to be 28, stepping up in the world. See Stephanie, the lady I've been seeing a couple of times. I'm looking forward to seeing her. My brother's getting married. Crazy stuff. Alright, I'm off to meet my new in-laws. In-laws? They're not my in-laws, are they? My new brother's in-laws. I feel like there's a punchier way of saying that. You know what I mean? What relationship? Okay. So I don't know. What else? What are they? So my brother... Anyway, good night.